and welcome to today's daily Leetcode challenge. Let's begin question 1441. Build an array with stack operations. All right, the description. You're given an integer array target and an integer n. You have an empty stack with two following operations. Push pushes an integer to the top of the stack. Pop removes an integer from the top of the stack. For those of you who don't know, a stack usually by definition has only those two methods. There's also a queue, which is push and pop, but in the case of push, it pushes to the end. Pop pops from the front, which makes it a queue. Stack, the pop is at the same place of the push. So, and then there's also FIFO, which is first in, first out, and LIFO, last in, first out. Q is in, first out. Q is, wait, let me see. Last in, first out. Yeah. Q is FIFO. Stack is LIFO. Last in, first out. Cool. All right, let's read further. You have a stream of integers in the range of 1 to n. I'm guessing this means inclusive. Use the two stack operations to make the numbers in the stack from the bottom to the top. So from the bottom to the top, meaning just from start to finish, we're going to be comparing it to target. Okay, equal to target, you should follow the following rules. If the stream of integers is not empty, pick the next integer from the stream and push it in the top of the stack. So n here, I guess, represents the stream, although it's just a number. It's going to be a stream from 1 to n inclusive. If the stack is not empty, pop the integer at the top of the stack. If the stack is non-empty, pop the integer at the top of the stack. I'm guessing if it doesn't, if it's not in the correct, if it's not the correct integer, obviously. And if at any moment the element in the stack from bottom to the top are equal to target, do not read new integers from the stream and do not do more operations. So at some point, if target is equal to the stack that we currently have, simply remove the operations. Return the stack operations needed to build target following the mentioned rules. If there are any multiple valid answers, return any one of them. I don't know how there would be multiple answers, but let's look at some examples. Target, we have a 1, 3, and a stream of 1, 2, 3. And there you could push the 1, push the 2, pop the 2, push the 3, and you're left with the 1, 3. Initially the stack is empty, and the explanation here follows exactly what I just said. Cool. Input 1, 2, 3, stream of 3, push, push, push. Makes sense. Push, push, 1, 2. We don't push anything after the 2 because target is equal to the stack, and so we just simply return. Okay, some constraints here. The length of target can be pretty large. Length of n can be pretty large. One thing that I'm realizing here is that it's pretty much impossible for me to have anything but a sub stream here. Like I can't have a 1, 3, 2 because there's no way that I'm going to be able to append a smaller number further down the line. And so what really I think is going to have to happen is I'm going to be iterating through the stream, and at some point I may have to have a condition, be aware of a condition where the target is mismatched from what's currently on the stack, and only in that case will I have to, for example, pop something from that stack, right? Otherwise, I just go on until I end up at the target. So, kind of what I just said should suggest about the things that I want to, what sort of variables I want to have and keep track of. I'll definitely need a stack. I'll definitely need a for loop to iterate through the stream. I need, so those are two things. I probably need I need the operations array, which is just an array of strings, push, pop, push, whatever that is. So that's three things that I need. Also, I probably need a way to compare pretty fast um, if, for example, my target is equal to some, not even target, if my integer that I'm currently adding to stack matches to what's expected to be in the target. So that is probably just going to be a variable index or something, starting from 0 going up until the end to keep track of what I'm either adding or what I either need to add or need to remove. Okay, so operations. I'll have that be an array. Index will be 0. I need, what else I said? I said a for loop. Num in range. Let's have it be inclusive from 1 to n. So 1 to n plus 1. Okay, and here, so let's see, I have the operations. Need the stack also. Okay, well, initially, I would say that I have to push an element to the stack, right? So I'm going to s append and num. Oops, num. At the same time, I'm going to append push to my ops. Perfect. Now, what do I need to do? Now, once I've pushed, I need to make a decision. Is this something that I want to keep in the stack, or do I want to remove it? But before that, I actually also want to do something like this. If s is equal to target, I want to return ops. Elif elif s, let's do ind s indx is equal to target indx, meaning that the current number that I'm just pushed to the stack is actually a number that I want to keep in the stack and not have to pop it pretty much immediately, right? Because you're never really going to be popping more than one element at a time. I mean, there's no need for it. You could always just skip portion of the stream by push popping. Um, so in this case, if it's fine, then I simply say indx plus equals 1 and move on. However, if it's not equal, if the number is currently not equal, well, this would be our chance to s pop and ops append pop. There we go. So this is our condition where we've pushed a number onto the stack, pushed portion of the stream onto the stack, realized that we don't need it, and popped it immediately. So a push pop. Awesome. I think that this is all we need to do. Let's run and see if this works. It's a medium level question, and I think we got it pretty much right away. Perfect. Perfect. Okay, we're beating a good amount of people. Let's see if there are any more clever solutions. Interesting, they're using a set, a target, res for I in range. For I in range 1 to n. res pop if I not in. Beautiful. Oh, I like this one. I see what they're doing here right away. Uh, what they're doing here is they've realized that they're the same thing. They've realized that there's pretty much just two versions of things that you add to the operations array. There's either just a push or a push pop. The instance where you add a push is when the instance where you add a push, only a push, is when the number exists in the target. The instance where you add a push pop is when or when that number, where that portion of the stream is not in the target. So actually that is way cleaner, and I'm absolutely going to use that. I don't need more complex logic, and I simply just need a s. Let's have this be, yes, a set of target. I'm going to keep the same. I'm going to keep the same stream num target set, and simply I'm going to say that ops append push, and if s num not in target, then ops append pop. Beautiful. This is way cleaner and frankly a lot easier to implement. So absolutely, I look at other people's submissions and try to figure out if there are faster, more efficient solutions. This is definitely one of them. It's cleaner because they clearly just recognize that there is a problem here. You could also do something like this. If s num in target, then push. Otherwise, this is probably even easier to understand or to read, but it's just not significantly different from the previous implementation. But you oh, wait, how did he deal with that? Did he have a check that did he have a check that that's why he I see. He didn't worry about n being here. He simply said, hey, I want the target's last element plus 1. I see. Um, in order to not go through all of n, simply look at the last possible target. And that works beautifully. Let's submit this and see how much faster it is. Perfect, yeah, immediately up onto the 99 percentile. Yeah, I would say use something like this, or if you want to be more cleaner and write, I guess, a little bit better code than something like this. But yeah, thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. That helps out the channel, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thank you. Bye.